My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Elle. And this is a movie I had no idea was coming out until a couple of months ago, when all of a sudden Ben Affleck's newest directed movie is suddenly coming out in April. And I'm like, I haven't even heard of this movie before. Ben Affleck, I do like as a director. I believe Gone Baby Gone is his masterpiece. That ending is one of the greatest of all time. It's such a complex ending, and I think it's just brilliant. I really like The Town. Argo's pretty decent, and Live by Night is forgettable. So he's 3 for 4. That's a pretty good success rate. And actually, I would say he's 4 for 5 now, because this is a good movie. I really had no interest in it because it's about people from Nike trying to get Michael Jordan to sign on and market their shoes with them. And I'm like, okay, I just do not care about this plot. It sounds boring. It sounds uninteresting, but they find a way to keep you entertained and to keep you engaged throughout. Despite me knowing how the movie's going to end and what happens next, I was still invested and I was on the edge of my seat in moments. So it's a very well written movie. I love some of the conversations that take place in it. I also was surprised at how funny it was in moments. That was a welcome surprise. And the cast also does a real good job. Matt Damon, he just comes across as the underdog in a very genuine way, and you just can't help but root for him. And he carries the movie very well. Jason Bateman is really good in this movie. I love this career tone he's having, and I think he's doing a great job with it. Chris Messina, I thought, was really funny here. Viola Davis did a really good job. Chris Tucker, my goodness, was it nice to see him again. I don't think I've seen him in a movie since Silver Linings Playbook, I believe, but I love him in the first 2 Rush Hour movies. You've also got Julius Tenen, who plays Michael Jordan's dad, and I thought he was a delightful presence for the brief time he's in this movie. Ben Affleck was actually the performance I was mixed on. He's good in moments, but then there's other times where I'm just like, you're not selling me. You know, there's a scene at the end of the movie where he's like, fuck it, let's do it. And I'm just like, where's the conviction? It just was very flat at times. And he also directed this movie, and there were some elements I found to be impressive, like the 80s aesthetics. They went out of the way to sell you on this time period, and they did very good with that. But the actual cinematography and editing of this movie was very messy, actually. Like, so much of the cinematography is close-ups, and I don't know why they did it. Usually you use it to create a claustrophobic feeling, but here it was just distracting, and it took me out of the movie quite a few times. And then the editing's like trying to be an Adam McKay movie, but just in a very flat manner, and that didn't work for me. So his directing I'm very mixed on as well. It is a very well-paced movie though. Like, the movie's under 2 hours and it just flies by. And there's one decision that I've heard people praise for this movie, but I hated it, and it's the fact that we never see Michael Jordan's face. Now, they said it's because when the actor doesn't look like Michael Jordan, it will just take you out of the movie. But I actually found it was quite the opposite. It took me out of the movie because we never saw his face. Like, there's a scene when he's in a room and he keeps looking at the walls and they're like, hey Jordan, and then as soon as he turns around, they cut to a different angle so you don't see his face. I'm like, you're just going out of your way to make this decision. And as a result, Michael Jordan, who does play a key role in this movie, just feels non-existent as a character, and I would have liked his perspective. I would have liked more of him. And yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. And the movie itself, as much as I enjoyed it, it's not one I'm going to be thinking about a week from now. I enjoyed it while watching it. I don't know how much staying power it has, but it's still one you should go out and watch. It's got a solid script, it's engaging, the cast carries this movie very well. It's just one that I think you'll enjoy, especially if you're a dad. Like, it's a total dad movie like Moneyball and Ford v Ferrari. So I'll give Ale a 6 out of 10. I know my title of this video is Ale is a home run, but I just did it because everyone's like, Ale is a slam dunk, and I thought it would be funny if I did home run. But also, I do want to mention that the guy Ben Affleck plays in this movie, he's the creator of Leike Studios, and I just think that's a really cool fact. I would like a sequel where he creates Leike and we get behind the scenes of Coraline. I know that would never happen, but that would interest me a lot. But anyways, Ale, have you breezed it? Okay. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for some more videos soon. And Gavin, out.